Hello friends, welcome back. This is the sixth or final lecture on worm gears. In this lecture, we will solve a numerical based on a strength rating, wear rating and thermal consideration. First problem. Everyone carefully read this problem statement. A pair of worm gears is designated as 2/52/10/4. The input speed of worm shaft is 1000 rpm. The worm is made up of case hardened carbon steel, while the worm wheel is made up of phosphorus bronze. Centrifugal cast. Determined the safe power transmitting capacity based on beam strength according to IS 7543 1974 code. Use the following data with usual notations. SB1 is equal to 28.20, SB2 7, XB1 0.28, XB2 0.53. This problem is asked for 7 mark May-June 2019. Okay, let's move towards the solution. First of all, we collect the given data. Here everyone knows the how to designate the pair of worm gears. Z1/Z2/Q/M. Z1 number of start, Z2 number of Z1 number of start on a worm, Z2 is number of teeth on a worm wheel, Q is the diameter quotient and M module. Here number of start Z1 is equal to 2, Z2 number of teeth on a worm wheel 52, diameter quotient Q is equal to 10 and module 4 millimeter. Speed of worm N1 is equal to 1000 rpm. Now this is the given data. SB1, SB2 bending stress factor of worm and worm wheel. SB1 is equal to 28.20, SB2 is equal to 7. XB1, XB2 speed factor for strength of worm and worm wheel. XB1 for worm and XB2 for worm wheel. Remember that suffix 1 is used for worm and suffix 2 is used for worm wheel. XB1 is equal to 0.28, XB2 is equal to 0.53. Now here we determine the safe power transmitting capacity based on a beam strength. Okay. Now for determining the safe power based on a bending strength, here we know the permissible torque transmitting capacity of worm wheel. Now everyone knows the relation for two relations for permissible torque based on a beam strength, MT1 and MT2. MT1 is equal to 17.65 XB1 SB1 MLRD2 cos gamma, and MT2 same, MT2 is equal to 17.65 XB2 SB2 MLRD2 cos gamma. Okay. Now these are the two relations, and using these two relations, first of all we find out the permissible torque transmitted by worm wheel, and lower value consider in a calculating the safe power. Okay, that thing is known to you. Now first step, permissible torque on a worm wheel. Now first of all we do the raw calculation, which will need to find out the permissible torques, that is the value of MT1 and MT2. Here in two relations, XB1 XB2 SB1 SB2 is known to you, module is also known to you. The unknown parameter is pitch circle diameter of a worm wheel, lead angle of worm gamma, and the LR length of root of worm wheel teeth. These are the unknown parameters. First of all find out this parameter one by one, and also the speed of worm wheel is needed. That's why this calculation first of all do, and then we find out the permissible torque. Now speed ratio I is equal to that thing is knowing to Z2 divided by Z1, means number of teeth on a worm divided by number of start, that is equal to N1 divided by N2. N1 is the speed of worm and N2 is the speed of worm wheel. Okay, here we know the number of teeth on a worm wheel 52 divided by number of start 2, and we get a speed ratio I is equal to 26. Now using this value we find out the speed of worm wheel. Now speed of worm wheel N2, again we use the relation of speed ratio I is equal to N1 divided by N2. I is 26, N1 is 1000 divided by N2. Simplify this and we get the value of speed of worm wheel. That speed is needed to find the safe power. That speed is N2 is equal to 38.4615 rpm. Next, pitch circle diameter of worm wheel D2 is equal to m into Z2. M is 4 and Z2 is 52. That is given thing, and we get the pitch circle diameter of worm wheel 208 millimeter. Then we find out the lead angle gamma. Lead angle of worm gamma. We know the relation for lead angle. Tan gamma is equal to Z1 divided by Q. Z1 number of starts on a worm and Q is the diametral quotient. 2 divided by 10, we get a 0.2. Take a tan inverse of 0.2 and we get a lead angle. Gamma is equal to 11.3099 degree. Then for finding the length of root of worm wheel teeth, we need a effective face width of worm wheel. That's why first of all we find out the effective face width of worm wheel. F, capital F is equal to, we know the relation that had discussed in tooth proportions or the properties of or that is discussed in a tooth proportion of worm and worm wheel. F is equal to 2m under root q plus 1. Model is known to you, quotient is known to you. Substitute these two parameter in that relation and we get a effective face width. F is equal to 26.5329 millimeter. Then we find out the length of root of worm wheel teeth, LR. LR is equal to, we know the relation for LR, length of root of worm wheel teeth. LR is equal to DA1 plus 2C inside the bracket into sin inverse of inside the bracket F divided by DA1 plus 2C bracket complete into pi divided by 180. That multiply by pi by 180 is must, because that value come in degree and it is must to convert into radian. That's why this multiplication is must when we find out the length of root of worm wheel teeth. Remember this. Okay. Now here DA1 C is unknown. First of all we find out the DA1 and C. DA1 is the outside diameter of one and C is the clearance. First of all we find these two parameter and then we go toward the length of root of worm wheel teeth. Outside diameter of worm DA1, we know the relation m into inside the bracket q plus 2. Here also substitute the value of module and quotient. 4 into inside the bracket 10 plus 2 and we get a outside diameter of worm DA1 is equal to 48 millimeter. Clearance C, here we know the relation clearance C is equal to 0.2 module cos gamma. Now substitute the value 0.2 into 4 value of module cos into gamma 11.3099 degree. Simplify this and we get a clearance C is equal to 0.7845 millimeter. Now here after finishing this calculation then we find out the length of root of worm wheel teeth. LR is equal to inside the bracket DA1 plus 2C bracket complete into sin inverse of inside the bracket F capital F divided by DA1 plus 2C bracket complete into pi divided by 180 degree. Now substitute the values. After substituting the value, simplify this, and after simplification we get the value of length of root of worm wheel teeth 27.9980 millimeter. Now here we find out the permissible torque on a worm wheel MT1 and MT2. First of all we find out the MT1. MT1 is equal to 17.65 XB1 SB1 MLRD2 cos gamma. Substitute the values in that relation. XB1 SB2 that is given in problem statement. Module is known to you. LR is calculated, D2 is also calculated, gamma is also calculated. Substitute all the values and we get a value of first torque, permissible torque MT1 is equal to 3183.3582 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. Consider equation A. Again, second torque mt2 is equal to, we know the relation 17.65 xb2 sb2 m lr d2 cos gamma. xb2 and sb2 is given in problem statement. Substitute this value, module is known to you, lr is calculated, d2 is also calculated, and gamma is also calculated. Substitute all known parameter in that relation, and we get the second permissible torque on a worm wheel mt2 is equal to 1495.7268 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. Consider equation B. Okay. Now, the lower value of torque on the worm wheel is 1495.7268 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. After comparing A and B, lower value is considered, that is taken to find out the safe power transmitting capacity based on beam strength, and after comparing A and B, the lower value is 1495.7268 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. This is the first step. In first step, we find out the permissible torques on a worm wheel, that is mt1, mt2. Now, last step number 2, power transmitting capacity based on a beam strength. We know the relation kilowatt is equal to 2 pi n2. Remember this, n2 is the speed of worm wheel, because here we find out the mt1, mt2, both are a torque on a worm wheel. That's why here we take a speed of a worm wheel. Here we do not take a speed of a worm. 2 pi n2 mt. mt is the lower value between that mt1 and mt2 divided by 60 into 10 to the power 6. Now here substitute 2 pi, the value of n2, speed of worm wheel, 38.4615, and mt, that is the lower value of mt1 and mt2 between mt1 and mt2, 1495.7268 into 10 to the power 3 whole divided by 60 into 10 to the power 6, and we get the safe power transmitting capacity based on kilowatt is equal to 6.0274. This is the answer. Remember that this problem is asked for 7 mark May-June 2019. Now let's move toward the second problem. This is the second problem. This problem is asked for 7 mark November-December 2019. Again, everyone read this problem statement carefully. A pair of worm gears is designated as 1/30/10/10. The input speed of worm shaft is 1200 rpm. The worm wheel is made up of centrifugal cast phosphorus bronze with surface stress factor SC2 1.55. SC2, remember this, surface stress factor. SC2, surface stress factor for worm wheel. The worm is made up of case hardened carbon steel 14C6 with surface stress factor SC1 4.93. Speed factor for 1200 rpm is 0.112 xc1, and for 40 rpm is 0.26 xc2. xc1, xc2 speed factor for the worm, speed factor for the wear of worm and worm wheel. The external surface area of housing is 0.7 meter square, and the overall heat transfer coefficient is 28 watt per meter square degree Celsius. The normal pressure angle is 20 degree, and the permissible temperature rise of the lubricating oil is 50 degrees Celsius. Determined the power transmitting capacity based on number 1 wear strength rating and number 2 thermal considerations. Take zone factor capital Y suffix Z is equal to 1.143. This is the complete problem statement. Now let's move toward the solution. In solution, first of all, we collect the given data. Designation of pair of worm gears Z1 slash Z2 slash Q slash M. Z1 is equal to 1, Z2 is equal to 30, Q is equal to 10, and M is equal to 10 millimeter. Speed of worm is given 1200 rpm. XC1, XC2, XC1, SC1, SC2 surface stress factor of the worm and worm wheel that is given. SC1 is equal to 4.93, SC2 is equal to 1.55. XC1, XC2 speed factor for the wear of worm and worm wheel. XC1 is equal to 0.112 and XC2 is equal to 0.26. Area is given capital A 0.7 meter square. Coefficient of heat transfer K is given 28 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Here the temperature rise means temperature rise above the atmosphere is given, means the temperature difference T minus TO. T is the temperature of lubricating oil, TO is the temperature of a atmospheric temperature. T is the temperature of lubricating oil, TO is the temperature atmospheric temperature. That difference is clearly given, that is 50 degrees Celsius. Remember here overall heat transfer K is 28, normal pressure angle alpha is 20. And now read this again, the permissible temperature rise of lubricating oil. Okay, when the worm drive is in working condition, the temperature of lubricating oil is rise, and that is that temperature difference between temperature of lubricating oil and surrounding temperature, that difference is given, that is 50 degrees Celsius. And here we determine the two terms, power transmitting capacity based on a wear strength or wear rating, and second, power transmission capacity based on thermal consideration. Now first of all, we find out the power transmission capacity based on wear strength. For finding that, we know the permissible torque on a worm wheel. Now here the permissible torque on a worm wheel MT3 and MT4. We know the relation for power transmission capacity based on wear rating MT3 and MT4. MT3 is equal to, we know the relation for MT3, 18.64 XC1 SC1 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into module. Similarly, MT4, 18.64 XC2 SC2 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into module. Okay, now first of all, we find out the permissible torque on a worm wheel. Step number first, permissible torque on a worm wheel. Speed ratio I is equal to Z2 divided by Z1 is equal to 30 by 1, and we get a speed ratio 30. That speed of worm wheel that is needed to find out the power based on a wear rating. N2, again we use the same relation, speed ratio I is equal to N1 divided by N2. I is 30 is equal to 1200 divided by N2, that is 40 rpm. That is also given in a problem statement, speed of a worm. Next, pitch circle diameter of a worm wheel D2 is equal to M into Z2. M is 10 and Z2 is 30, 300 millimeter. D2 is equal to 300 millimeter. Now here we find out the permissible torque on a worm wheel. MT3 based on a wear rating, MT3 is equal to 18.64 XC1 SC2 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into M. Now here we just substitute the values, 18.64 XC1 0.112 SC1 4.93, zone factor Y suffix Z 1.143, diameter 300 raised to 1.8 into module 10. Simplify this, and after simplification we get a MT3 3383.5713 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. Consider equation A. Next value of permissible torque, MT4 is equal to 18.64 XC2 SC2 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into module. Here again substitute the known parameter, 18.64 XC2 0.26 that is given, SC2 that is also given 1.55, YZ that is also given in problem statement 1.143. Pitch circle diameter of worm 300 raised to 1.8, module is 10. Simplify this and we get a second value of permissible torque on a worm wheel. MT4 is equal to 2469.5364 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. Consider equation B. Now here we find out the safe power. Based on a VA rating, we consider the lower value between these two permissible torque. Now after observing the equation A and B, the lower value of torque on a worm wheel is 2469.5364 into 10 to the power 3 Newton millimeter. Step number 2, power transmission capacity based on a wear strength. We know the relation kilowatt is equal to 2 pi n2 mt divided by 16 to 10 to the power 6. Substitute the values of speed and torque, and after substituting, simplify this relation, and we get a power transmission capacity based on a wear strength kilowatt is equal to 10.3443. Step number 3, power transmission capacity based on a thermal consideration. We know the relation for power transmission capacity based on a thermal consideration. Kilowatt is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO into A divided by 1000 1 minus efficiency. Now here K, T minus TO, A is known to you, only efficiency is unknown here. Now first of all here we find out the efficiency. Now here for finding the efficiency, we know the relation for efficiency of a worm drive. Efficiency is equal to cos alpha minus mu tan gamma divided by cos alpha plus mu cot gamma. Now in this problem, two things is needed here. Three things is needed. Alpha that is given 20 degree, gamma lead angle, and the mu is also given. Mu is equal to 0.025. Remember that in problem it is not mentioned. Remember this value of mu is given. Mu is equal to 0.025. Okay, now first of all here we find out the lead angle of a worm, gamma. Tan gamma is equal to Z1 divided by Q, 1 divided by 10, that is 0.8. Take a tan inverse of 0.1, and gamma is equal to 5.7105 degree. Now here we use the relation of efficiency, and in a relation of efficiency we just substitute the value of alpha, mu and gamma. Cos 20, the value of alpha is 20 degree, minus mu that is given 0.025, tan gamma lead angle 5.7105, whole divided by cos 20 plus 0.025 cot 5.7105 degree. Simplify this and we get the efficiency of worm gear drive is equal to 78.7755%. Now let's move toward the power transmission capacity based on a thermal consideration. Kilowatt is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO into A divided by 1000 1 minus efficiency. Now here we substitute the value K 28, T minus TO 50 degree into area is given 0.7 whole divided by 1000 1 minus efficiency 1 minus 0.78775. Simplify this and we get the value of power transmission capacity based on a thermal consideration 4.6173. This is the complete problem. Remember, this problem is asked for 7 mark, November December 2019. And the last problem number 3. Everyone read this problem statement carefully and try to collect the given data and try to solve this problem. A pair of worm gears designated as 1/40/10/4 is enclosed in a gearbox having effective surface area of 0.30 meters square. A fan is mounted on the worm shaft to circulate air over the surface of the fins. The coefficient of heat transfer can be taken as 25 watt per meter square degree Celsius. The permissible temperature rise of the lubricating oil above the atmospheric temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. The coefficient of friction is 0.035 and the normal pressure angle is 20 degree. Calculate power transmitting capacity based on thermal consideration. This problem asked for 7 mark, May-June 2018. Now let's move toward the solution, and first of all we collect the given data. Z1/Z2/Q/M, Z1 number of start 1, Z2 Number of teeth on a worm wheel 40, diameter quadrant Q is equal to 10 and module M is equal to 4 millimeter. Effective surface area A capital A is given 0.30 meters square. Here K, the value of K is also given, the coefficient of heat transfer K is equal to 25 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Here read this again. The temperature, the permissible temperature rise of lubricating oil above the atmospheric temperature is 50 degree, means T minus TO is equal to 50 degree Celsius. Coefficient of friction mu is equal to 0.035. Normal pressure angle alpha is equal to 20 degree, and here we determined power transmission capacity based on thermal consideration. Now here we know the relation for power transmission capacity based on a thermal consideration. Kilowatt is equal to, what is the relation? K into inside the bracket T minus TO into A whole divided by 1000 1 minus efficiency. Now in this relation K is known to you, T minus TO is known to you, A is also given, only efficiency is unknown. Now we know the relation for efficiency. Efficiency is equal to cos alpha minus mu tan gamma divided by cos alpha plus mu cot gamma. Now in that relation we know the alpha, mu and gamma. Alpha is given 20 degree, mu is also given 0.035. Now lead angle is unknown. Then first of all we find out the lead angle. Now here move toward the solution. Step number first, efficiency of worm gear drive. Lead angle of worm gamma, tan gamma, we know the relation for tan gamma is equal to Z1 divided by Q, number of star divided by diameter quadrant. Number of star is 1 divided by 10, and we get a value 0.1, and take a tan inverse of 0.1, we get a lead angle 5.71 degree. Now here we use the relation of efficiency is equal to cos alpha minus mu tan gamma whole divided by cos alpha plus mu cot gamma. Now substitute the value of alpha, mu and gamma and simplify that relation. After simplification we get the efficiency of that drive 72.5886%. And step number 2, power transmission capacity based on thermal consideration. Now here we know the relation kilowatt is equal to K T minus TO into A whole divided by 1000 into 1 minus efficiency. Again here we substitute the known parameter in that relation, K 25, T minus TO 50 degree, area 0.30 whole divided by 1000, 1 minus efficiency 1 minus 0.7258. Simplify this and we get a value of power transmission capacity based on thermal consideration, kilowatt is equal to 1.3680. This is the complete solution. Okay, here this is the one problem for your practice. Solve this. It is the easiest problem. This problem is also asked for 7 mark in university examination. This is for your practice. Thank you very much.